Thanks, Mike. Dan McLaughlin joining us not as an employee of the TV station today, but as a volunteer. How long you been with Optimist?
Since 1985.
Danny, that is so cool. I'm not kidding. It gives me goosebumps. This town, you and I were just talking in the commercial break, it's incredible. People like you, thank you. And all that this community gives back in volunteer time, in fundraising. Kind of give the big picture of what you guys do at Optimist.
Well, there's several organizations that give, charity groups. You got a couple of Kiwanis groups, a couple of Optimist groups, a couple of other different groups, and each one has a niche. Our niche is kids only, up to 18.
Okay.
When they're up to 18 and they need money for any type of a project, whether it's the kids that from the middle school that are special needs kids and they're going down to an event in San Francisco, well, we pay for the bus. Whether it's donating to a little league team, whether it's donating to a group of kids that have qualified to go to a national, mental challenging, like they make things.
Sure.
Those types of groups, we give them money.
Mental challenge competition.
Yeah, but what do you call those things?
But I know what you mean.
You win it because you are smarter than the other kids from the other area.
Yeah. And I guess the message too is you guys do it up to when they're 18, and the message being when you turn 18, get a job, kid.
Yeah, you go off to college. Now you're on your own. We also give away, every year, we give away different grants and donations to kids going to college as well.
I was saying to you, I grew up back on the East Coast, and I just become more and more just proud of this community when I see people like yourself, groups like the Optimists or Optimist, Kiwanis, whoever, they're just giving back to the community. This tree sale, Christmas tree sale that you guys do, every penny goes back in the community.
The only thing we pay for is the electricity, the cost of the trees, the cost of the popcorn, the cost of the chocolate that we give away to the kids. Those are our expenses.
Right.
And the rest of us are all volunteer in our time. I've already been down to the lot and made, and worked it, and I'm going to go down again. It's all charity work. And we even have people that come in and help us that aren't even Optimist members because they've been involved with the community. They grew up here. They've been, the Optimist Club has helped them.
Yeah.
And they see us doing this and they go, we want to give back because we want to make sure there's enough money for that next generation of kids that are now growing up here like your daughter.
And it's a good point too, because in Tahoe it's so easy, really, let's face it, to go out and just chop a tree down and use that for your Christmas tree. But when all the money is going back in the community, you brought a list of like some of these different trees.
Six trees.
I don't know the different types of trees you have here. Look at this. Which one's that? That looks like a bud to me.
Yeah.
That looks like a little bud from next door.
That looks like,
there you go. Thank you.
That's a grand fir. This is our best smelling tree we have there. This shaped tree from Oregon. It has the fragrance, and it's a very full with 1 to 1.5 inch needles that are horizontally spread. They also have a little bit of a silver tip underneath, so when you look at them, they look really, really nice. That's our noble fir.
I think you want the kind that has a strong limb.
That's it.
So you could hang a bunch of ornaments.
That's the tree. That's the most popular tree we sell. It is also grown in Oregon. It's kind of a gray-green needles that tilt upward with very strong branches. Good for hanging heavy decorations, and they're native to the forests of Washington and Oregon. That is what we call a Fraser fir. A combination of form, needle retention, and dark blue and green color and pleasant scent have made them a most popular Christmas tree species, particularly in places like Britain. They have a much longer growing cycle, so they cost
That's a Charlie Brown tree right there.
If you make it
that's a classic.
Yeah, if you make it a little bit bigger, this is actually our silver tip. When I was young, that was the most expensive tree, was the silver tip.
Is that right?
And the silver tip is, the end of the needles look a little silverish. Now, they're not shaped like that because these are locally grown trees which we have cut down to help thin the forest.
Well, that one's got a good top to put the star on top,
That's what they're known for.
They're known for that star just
very strong tree.
Right on there.
They don't have a lot of needles, so they tend to retain water quickly, and the needles don't dry out, which is a really good part of it. We have another one called the Nordman fir, which is found in Russia, and that's reliably, symmetrically shaped with a white base and dark green, broad needles. It's child-friendly because it's hard, soft. You can run into it, and you don't get, the needles kind of prickly, and its branching patterns really show off the kind of tree that it is, and it's tough, and it kind of retains its needles a little longer.
A lot of information there,
And then we got the white fir. The white fir is a very popular tree, also part of the thinning of the forest up here. The white firs are the really long needles, so they kind of look a little bit fuller than the tree really is, and it kind of fills in, like all the trees grown locally, doesn't have the full branches from the shaped trees, but the longer needles kind of fill it in and make it look good. So.
And you guys are on location all day, all night? night right there at, what's it called, Champions Plaza now?
Yeah,
right where
right.
Sprouts is, comes in there.
Correct.
Can't miss it. You guys got good parking there, the whole bit.
We have so many people that come in, they because we're right on Lakeview, and Lakeview Commons is right there. They go over to Lakeview Commons, take a couple of pictures, hang out, come over, get their Christmas tree, and then head home.
And head home. Hey, keep up the good work. I mean it, Danny. It's great. I work with Danny here at the TV station, but all that you do in the community since 1985 with the Optimist is it just warms our heart to just see what our community has and how much we're giving back. So thank you.
I appreciate that, and just remember, please, 100% of the money you spend at this lot goes to youth projects. The adults make nothing. We do this because we believe. Why we're optimists? Because we are optimistic that tomorrow can be better if we take care of the youth of today, and that is what our mission is, that's what our goal is, and that's why we have the Christmas tree and the Day in Paradise that you've been out to.
Dan McLaughlin, making Tahoe better. We'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.